Hello guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to the Brad Ketchum channel. Before I start reading this week's chapter, I actually want to give you guys a heads up. I am expecting my Silver Tempest, so my Pokemon cards, I'm talking about the Pokemon cards, my Pokemon Silver Tempest case is going to be arriving either tomorrow or on Monday, so I'm going to be opening up a booster box as soon as I can and edit it and upload it as soon as I can. So I'm expecting it to be uploaded by Tuesday. So it's going to be uploaded pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. But of course, right now we're here for a One Piece chapter reading session. This week's chapter is chapter 1066 and is called The Will of Ohara. So let's dive right into it. So at the cover page, we see Germa 66's ship, or however you want to call it, like the sea snails, carrying the castle. And the cover page title is Germa 66, an Emotionless Excursion, Volume 23, Extras, Germa's Return Home. So now back to the chapter. What are you talking about? So I'm taking a guess it's right after the event where Shaka explained Frankie and the others that it's actually the island of the past. That once in the past the futuristic city existed. This futuristic city existed, it's just a theory. In the world of archaeologists, there was once a man who risked his life to find out about that kingdom. Then he found a machine in a certain place that had a manufacture date which matched the theory he had in mind. Robin is explaining. Was that machine produced during the Void Century? How much do you know about that? Says Shaka, acting surprised. Robin, did you know something about that? Says Nami. All I remember about it is that it was a painful story. 22 years ago, your birthplace, Ohara, was destroyed with a buster call from the Navy. Yeah, I was explaining that in my review video that I posted like 2 days ago about the buster call on Ohara. I did not mention the name because, yeah, not everyone remembers the names. But basically, it's the island where Robin was when she was a child. Shaka saying, I think the reason it got destroyed was because Ohara knew about the existence of that kingdom. Exactly, so this is already tending to go towards the reason why right now the Navy wants to get rid of Vegapunk. Because he knows too much about the Void Century now. During the Void Century, there once was a highly advanced civilization that existed. The history about the battle was between a certain kingdom and 20 kingdoms. The winner were the 20 kingdoms. They founded the world government that the world knows today. To make sure that nobody carried that kingdom's ideology, they erased it from existence from history. Nami acting shocked. What's with that story? Usopp as well. Is that story true? And Frankie, wow, what a massive romance story. What? Okay. That's a funny way to look at things, but okay. And Sanji also expressing his shock. Wait a minute, Vegapunk. Then those people who knew about it, Shaka saying, yes, they've been obliterated. Then why are you talking about it so easily? I didn't hear anything about it. Forget it. Haven't known or heard anything either. And that's Usopp rolling on the floor. Yeah, okay, that's Usopp rolling on the floor. I said it's only a theory. However, Nico Robin, if Ohara was erased because of this theory, that means... Now she's thinking, the government had acknowledged that the theory is the truth, right? Who do you think you are, talking about us like that? Says Robin. The researchers in Ohara made a theory from researching various important documents. Do you think the government will hear it from a powerful person like you? No, I'm similar to you too. Even if I work with the government, if I talk about it, I'll be obliterated. So yes, that is a confirmation. The world government kind of got an idea that Vegapunk knows about the Void Sentry now and just wants to get rid of him. So I'm also taking a guess that Vegapunk wants to talk about the Void Sentry with Dragon. Then I don't want to hear more about this. This is torture. Just let us go, says Usopp. Oh yeah, earlier he was... Okay, yeah. Okay, now I understand. Earlier, Usopp was not rolling on the floor, it was still the Dom shoes that are still activated. So that's why he was like moving like that. He was trying to get rid of it. And now he wants to get away from there. But he cannot because the Dom shoes are still magnetically deactivated or activated. I don't remember what was the case. But anyway, then how do you know about that kingdom? Says Robin. Every book that Ohara had gathered around the world has been... The will of Ohara still lives, says Shaka. That day the world was in uproar. Scholar Island, Ohara, that was famous worldwide for its knowledge, got destroyed in one night with a lone girl as its survivor, which was Nico Robin. The world government labeled them as an evil scholar group that were plotted to take over the world. And we see Nico Robin holding in her tears there. About months later, after that incident, I went to Ohara, which had become a burning field. I was an old acquaintance with the scholar leader, Professor Clover. He was bright like a flower. You are Professor Clover's friend? Okay, so yeah. It's like the old guy from Ohara. He was very interested in the Void Sentry. I've known him as an adventurer that gathered every book around the world. He'd been captured and imprisoned 10 times by the Navy, but still he became famous as the #1 archaeologist in the world. Oh, did we already know that? So he was already known by the government. That's like, and we kind of see that he's a pirate. So, did we know that the old guy from Ohara was a pirate? That's a fun detail. Then he gathered every scholar in Ohara. Then Ohara became the sanctuary for archaeologists. It was a tragic thing for such a talented man. Wait, what is that? I'm just trying to make out what the background is. Like, there is a picture, but I cannot really make it out. It's like we see a body and then something very big at the top. Is that hair, perhaps? Or is that like a really long neck? Maybe like the long leg nation? Is there like a long neck nation or something? Huh. Interesting shadow. Anyway, when I went there, I couldn't believe they even burned the Tree of Knowledge. I was surprised. So that's Vegapunk. That's the shadow of Vegapunk, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Huh. Interesting shadow. Wonder what he looks like. So then when I went into the lake in the central area, I found a lot of books drowning in there. What is this? He said in the flashback. Seeing that their island was on fire because of the Buster Call, the scholars were trying to stop it. They died protecting the remaining fortunes for the future. The clueless soldiers saw it, but they didn't realize its value. It was a great victory for Ohara. When I saw it, my tears wouldn't stop flowing. And Robin is starting to tear up. Robin, please. You have to escape from this island. I still have things to do here. I don't want us to be separated, Mom. I'm staying here too. Protect the books. Bring it out of the library. Robin. History is an asset for humanity. We shouldn't give up on the future. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought it was 2 sentences. So, we shouldn't give up on the future that you'll be living in. Mom, be proud, Robin. Your mom is an honorable woman. Ohara fought the world. Yeah, okay, so the giant that Robin held so dearly. So now she's really sobbing up. Wait, Helmet, you made our Robin cry. Yeah, Frankie. Frankie going mad because Robin is crying now because of Vegapunk. I won't forgive you, Vegapunk. Let our feet go, you bastard. Vegapunk. Ohara did try to expose that kingdom just as you predicted. I see. Then it was really the truth. Do you know what happened to the books in the lake? That time, I wanted to bring them to Punk Hazard, but my plea to the higher-ups fell on deaf ears. Actually, that day I encountered those guys. Who? 22 years ago in Ohara in West Blue. Months later after the Buster Call incident. Who are these guys in the ruins? Is the giants? So... Yosh! Pull it up! Why are the giants here? What'll they do? Do they know the value of these books? It's been a while. The books are at... We're going to the giants. Huh. The books are at the giant island. I forgot the name of the giant island. At least that's what I'm making out of it right now. But let's keep reading first. It's been a while, Vegapunk. I can recognize you by looking at that stand of hairs of yours. Yeah, like I said, that the hair. You are... Oh my god! I understand now. Okay, yeah, the shadow is like that. The shadow is like really long and big like that because of Vegapunk's brains being so big. That's like the joke that Oda is trying to make here. And now we see a full spread with Dragon, aged 33, Dr. Vegapunk, aged 43, talking to each other. Why are you here? That's my line, Vegapunk. Your head became larger than before, huh? I was Clover's acquaintance. So Dragon also knew Clover. So you too, huh? I knew him when he was a rough guy who traveled around the world. To label him as someone who tried to destroy the world, unbelievable. That must be some information manipulation. Are you interested in those giants? I just checked with them earlier. They're not bandits. They came from Elbaf. Thank you, Elbaf was the giant island that I was talking about, Elbaf. They came from Elbaf. They knew the value of those books. Their captain is a strange guy with bandages covering his body. Bandages covering his body. Wait, am I missing something? Let me think. A giant with bandages on his head. bandages covering his body. For some reason, I'm thinking about Ors. Ors, like, had bandages over his body, but that's... Ors was just a corpse. So it cannot be Ors. I cannot think about a giant with bandages on his body. Do you guys know any giant with bandages on his body? Or am I missing something here? So, Dragon says, he said, I won't let the assets that Ohara left become erased from history. You guys from the world government didn't realize its value, so I'm glad they didn't destroy it. Wait, I'm not... I'm tired of hearing it. Even you have become the government's lapdog, says Dragon. Even though the Liberation had invited you, and you rejected it. Don't be ridiculous. Even with my wisdom and technology, what can your poor army make? So you're still a blunt guy as usual, huh? The world government is a massive organization, especially the Navy. There's a lot of people who can understand me. Don't lose your objective, Dragon. Not gonna lie, Vegapunk looks like Einstein, with his tongue out of his mouth, like the Vegapunk, the Einstein joke when he was making fun of the camera guy because actually he hated being in the middle of the attention, so he always make jokes with putting his tongue out and stuff like that. So actually it makes me think about that. That's funny. So I know, but this incident pisses me off. In the name of justice, they beat up those powerless researchers with violence just because they had an unreasonable opinion. So Dragon and Vegapunk keep talking now. At the tombstone of Ohara, I will make an army that can fight it, says Dragon. You? Who despises violence? Just see it, Vegapunk. I will change the world. I won't let Clover's death and the will of Ohara go in vain. And now Shaka reminiscing. That year, Dragon along with Emporio Ivankov and Bartholomew Kuma. What am I, coma? Bartholomew Kuma. Yeah, he kind of is in a coma right now. So Dragon, Ivankov, and Kuma, they established the revolutionary army that shocked the world. Luffy's father is very passionate, says Nami. They went to Elbaf? Says Usopp. Robin. Dragon was Professor Clover's acquaintance? I never knew they knew each other. Oh, so she actually also doesn't know about that. Okay. And Frankie, I'm shocked. Why did Kuma save us? Vegapunk. Why did you remodel him? So that bastard Eva is Sanji having Sanji having Sanji getting nightmares again. So that bastard Eva is one of the Revolutionary Army's founders. The Book of Ohara didn't fall into the government's hands because I was very interested in them. I secretly went to Elbaf. They let me read all the documents, so exactly all the books are at Elbaf. In other words, I read all about Ohara and the secrets of the world. It's all inside my head for progressing my research. What does it mean? It's all in my head for progressing my research. The name of that giant's captain is Saul, right? Oh, that's who they meant. It's basically the giant that Robin knew. The one covered with bandages. Yeah, I forgot that. He was covered in bandages. Yeah, that's right. Right now, he is hiding. No one will disclose his whereabouts, so he is alive. Okay, and that makes Robin laugh and being very relieved, so he is still alive. Huh. Okay, so thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. Please don't let Ohara's battle go in vain. I'm an ally for every scholar. That is my nature as a researcher. The shoes are moving by themselves. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking weird because I didn't understand what was happening. So we see like the shoes moving or something, and then all of a sudden the straw hats are moving, but it's because the Dom shoes are moving by themselves now. I still can't release you. Follow me. Okay, so he still is not releasing them from their Dom shoes. There is something that I want to show you. Egghead Fabrio face, scrapyard. Oi! There's no place to ride it, Chopper. Luffy's still searching for a place where he can ride the giant robot. I see. So it's an automatic type. Well then, move, robot. Maybe it needs a password, says Chopper. No, it probably has a name. Maybe we need to call it a name. Maybe we need to call its name to move. Move, Robanosuke. Robanosuke, move. Move, Robo King! Are you Wait, what? Are you children? That won't make it move. And then... There are like shockwaves coming from the robot now. And Luffy also surprised. Wow, the robot is exploding! Ah, come on, don't go somewhere else now. Ah, please. Yeah, nah. Now we go somewhere else. And now we see the real Vegapunk with the gray hair and everything. So now he is the spitting image of Einstein. Oh my god, why did I not think about that? It's so easy, so easy. Of course Vegapunk is going to look like Einstein, of course. Why did I not think about that? I'm disappointed in myself for not thinking about that. Please help me. Damn it, damn it, it still failed. Someone please help me. While I was warping, the space got distorted. Wait, what? He was warping. Wait, what? What's with this guy? He's just like Kinemon. I'll help you. I'm very sorry, says Vegapunk. I'm drowning. He is. You're Dragon Son, right? He says to Luffy. Oh, okay, so the shockwaves were actually not the robot, it was space distortion, because Vegapunk was, space warping, whatever you want to call it. So now he says to Luffy, you are Dragon's son, right? I know you would come here. Welcome. Also, Bonnie, you grew up. I'm very happy you're fine. Huh? Gramps, are you floating? Vegapunk, says Bonnie. You're wearing them too, right? There's a hover function in Dom shoes. Oh, great. Push the side button while you pull down the lever so they can fly. Awesome. Ah, oh, that's awesome. Push it down like this, and they push it, and Chopper and Luffy now starting to fly. or hover, better said. And now, I flew too high. Please help me. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Great. A lot of information about Ohara and Dragon, the relationship he has with Vegapunk and stuff like that. So let's keep all of that for the review. Very fun chapter, for sure. Had a lot of information, and great to finally see the real Vegapunk. And very fun to see that it's Einstein. So yeah, I'll make a review video real soon, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.